Hey, howdy, y'all. Here are three things to make this year better than last year that I'm going to do that I think could be helpful or hope it's helpful for you. And that is number one, think about last year and think about all the reasons why or all the things that happened that prevented you from hitting the goals or the resolutions that you mentioned or you set for yourself for 2024, right? What got in the way? What popped up? What happened? I personally do not make resolutions, I make goals. So I'm going to look at what were my goals for last year? What kept me from hitting them? Number two, also write down your near misses. What were some goals or some things that you said that you were going to hit last year that you were almost there? Or maybe you were halfway there and you didn't make it, right? So the first one was, what did you miss completely? Right? Not even close, nowhere close. The second one is, what are some near misses, right? Maybe you got 50% done, 60, 70, 80% of the goal, but you didn't get 100% done, right? And then the third thing you're going to do is, which which goals did you hit? Which items did you hit? What did you achieve? What did you get done last year? Okay. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to write those three things down. You're going to make them maybe 3 pages, make them 3 columns, whatever you like, however you want to organize it. Then next, here's what we're going to do. Here's the action we're going to take. For number one, when you think about what are the goals that you missed completely, you were not even close, and you wrote down why, eliminate those things from this year. And if you can't eliminate it, like being around that one person at work who just likes to talk your ear off every time you go into the office or every time you go somewhere, every time you go to lunch, they make a 5-10 minute lunch run, like an hour, because they're just talking and talking and talking. You can't necessarily escape that person because they work with you, but maybe you can minimize the amount of time that you spend with them. Hey, so glad to hear you. So glad to run into you, Jake. But I got to do this thing real quick. Let's catch up at a later time, right? Minimize that. Eliminate if you can. If you ain't got to talk to Jake, don't even talk to Jake, because Jake is not helping you reach that goal. Now, if your name is Jake, I don't know you. We don't know each other. I'm just pulling a name out of the hat, right? Just like Tom, Dick, Sally, and Harry. Poor individuals who have those names. We're not talking about you directly, right? Limit or eliminate that column. Number two, near misses. You got 50%, 60%, 70% done. What caused you to miss the remaining part of that goal? What helped or hurt, I guess, you from getting the remainder? Figure out why. Maybe you were on point, but something happened in life and you couldn't keep up with the discipline. You couldn't keep attending, or you couldn't keep going, or maybe you were doing something and you stopped right before you hit the 100% of that goal. And this year, the action I want you to take is think about that, write that down, and now put it in your schedule and try to focus on hitting that goal earlier this year instead of drawing it out. So if you were spending, say, 30 minutes a day reading this book and you wanted to finish the book last year, you didn't finish it, why not schedule maybe 45 minutes, an hour, first thing in the morning? Because if it's first thing in the morning, most people are just getting up, they're just getting their day started, but you have that committed time. And because you're putting additional times towards it, right, an additional 15, additional 30 minutes in reading, then you can accomplish it sooner. Okay. And then the third thing, find out what you did. The third item was, when you hit that goal and you made that goal, what contributed to you hitting that goal? How did you hit that goal versus not hitting the other ones or the resolutions, whatever you may be into? And once you identify what that one thing is, or one thing or a couple things, few things were, double down on it, double up on that so you hit that goal sooner as well. And then that gives you more time, right? Because you hit that goal sooner, to achieve the other 2 columns, or to take that time and the effort that would have gone into those 2 columns into reaching maybe an additional goal that you made for this year. So Not rocket science, but I hope that what I shared gave you a different perspective on how maybe to look at the way to hit your goals or achieve them. Find out what cost you to miss the goal completely. Find out what cost you to partially meet the second goal, or partially barely missed it. And then what are the things, double down, triple down on the things that allow you to hit the goal. And if you apply those three things, you stick with it, double up, triple down, however you want to phrase it, I promise you, you'll have a more productive and more fulfilling year in 2025 and any future year that you apply this method. So hope this is helpful. Until then, till next time, stay awesome, stay amazing.